Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Weekly Crypto Roundup with me. I'm Gokce Calisan from the Exalt team. So again, a lot of things happened since last week. Let's look at the chart firstly. Let me share my screen. Yeah. So Bitcoin is hovering around 107. It's a little bit higher than that today. We got ADP numbers from United States today. It was weaker than expected. And it's a bit good for the risky assets as it will change the rate cut forecasts for Fed, and if the job market, employment market is weakening, it means that Fed will have to lower the rates sooner than later. So current price is a little bit lower than 108, and we have the same chart that we are looking at for the past few weeks as Bitcoin is stuck between 100 and 110K. And before we break this 110K price level, we cannot talk about an increase in the price. We need to see a confirmation of the breakout here, and then we might see 120K price levels. First, we need a confirmation with the breakout. Then we will see better levels. As you know, Bitcoin is going sideways and just doing its move in just one or two green candles. So this might happen the same way as it happened during the last 3 times. And there is a bullish flag formation here. So if we pass 110K, this is a good trade with a confirmation. But on the lower side, we are following 102, 104 price levels as they were important resistance areas back in December and January this year. So Bitcoin was a good trade this year, but there was another good trade, which is Euro. And Euro has gained 12% against dollar in the first part of this year, and it's just 2% lower than Bitcoin. So this means that we have weak USD. We are seeing this in the DXY already. So the dollar is weakening, and we are seeing its effects on risky assets as S&P had a new all-time high yesterday. Bitcoin didn't follow up. We are lagging. We didn't see a new all-time high, and we are hovering around the same price level for the past almost 3 weeks. But it's not a bad sign. Usually, when S&P has an all-time high, Bitcoin follows in the following few weeks. So probably we will see a new all-time high as well. We have the first FOMC meeting in July, but 2 days ago, Powell had a talk, and he said that it's not possible to say if we are going to have a rate cuts in July, as he wants to see the data. ADP is employment data. It was weaker than expected, and we are going to, as you are seeing here, forecast was 99, actual was 33K, so it was weaker than what is expected. Also, we are going to get non-farm payrolls, NDP tomorrow. And if it is lower than expected again, we can see an increase in the risk asset prices. We are going to be watching that, and it might change how Fed forecasts rate cuts in the following meetings. September rate cut is almost sure that they are going to do the rate cut, but July is still, we are not sure about it, and we will be following it. and they might have to start the rate cuts July in the first meeting, it looks like. So what's happening historically, if you look at July prices, here is Bitcoin monthly returns, and usually we don't have a very good July, as you can see here. If we have a good June, then the following month, July, is usually in green as well. This June was not that good in looking at the prices, but we had all-time high with the monthly close, so it was above 107k. It's a new all-time high. It was good. It's bullish at least, and we will see what's going to be happening in July. But looking at the last 10 years with the S&P prices, S&P was always in the positive in July. It's not totally in line with Bitcoin, but you are seeing it here, starting from 2015 to this year. It was always in green. Somehow I'm getting a error. I don't know why. So looking at it seasonally, July is a good month for S&P, and Bitcoin, it's a mixed month. We have seen a lot of red and green months, but S&P was always in the green. So global liquidity will be increasing in the following months. So we might see it in the prices. S&P had an all-time high. We didn't follow. Bitcoin is lagging, and we can see an increase here too. I want to wait until we pass 110k price level, and with that confirmation, we might see a huge green candle in Bitcoin as well. So other than that, what's happening in the market is that we have a lot of ETF news. We have seen Solana ETF approval, and you know that we have two guys that are following ETF news from Bloomberg, ETF analysts, James and Eric Balkanas, James Effort and Eric Balkanas, and they have calculated the odds that we are going to see an approval this year from this altcoins. So you are seeing it here. Litecoin is 95%. Solana, XRP are 95% as well. Dogecoin 90%. Cardano 90%. Polkadot again 90%. Hedera, HBAR, and AVAX also 90%, as they are in the process. So it looks like we are going to get new ETF approvals from these altcoins this year, later around October probably. So this might also bring another rally to altcoins. I'm very hopeful about September. Currently we are in summer and people are not trading, the volumes are low, so the markets tend to get more volatile. If you remember the last year, we had a Japanese carry trade drop in 5th of August. So it was because the order books tend to be empty and it's more volatile, less people are trading. So summer months can be volatile, but I think that we're going to have a huge comeback during September this year. There are other news from Robinhood. Robinhood has chosen Arbitrum to develop their L2. So this is important. We have seen an increase in Arbitrum price because of that news. Besides that, they are launching tokens allowing European Union users to trade in US stocks. They have Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, and the others. So you can purchase these tokens and get an exposure to United States stocks with much lower fees. So this is good. I remember Binance doing that like 3 years ago, but they had some headache with SEC. They had to remove those tokens from their exchange as it was not allowed. But Robinhood is doing that currently. So this is one of the latest news. Also, as I mentioned, they have partnered with Arbitrum, and we have seen an increase in our Arbitrum price with this news as well. So we know that Trump and Powell have their own issues, and Trump wants to rate cuts as soon as possible. And currently, the rates are around 4.5% in the United States. He wants it to be around 1%. So he has sent a handwritten note to Powell, as you can see it in here. Jeremy, you are as usual too late. You have cost the United States a fortune and continue to do so. You should lower the rates by a lot, he says. So you see here, United States, he believes that it should be around here. So it is he's expecting 1% interest rates, but they have 4.5% currently, and Powell wants to wait and see the effects of tariffs, and he's not decreasing the rates just yet. So we will see what's going to be happening in July. If not, September will probably they will lower the rates, as we have seen the weakening in the employment market. Other than that, a lot of things are happening within the AI industry. Meta, there's a news from Meta. They have a new team called Super Intelligence, and they have bought talents from OpenAI, Anthropic, and Google, and they are going to be doing new things, and they have also announced a new glasses. Probably you know that they have one with Ray-Ban, and right now they are going to have another one with Oakley, and I have also seen with Prada. So these AI glasses are going to be bigger following this, but it's just with an assistant. Actually, it's not AI, but it's a voice assistant. But still, it's an improvement. Other than that, they have made a huge investment in AI. If it will open, $14.3 billion deal to buy Scale AI. What's happening? We have another news from it was actually a news from Apple, as they want to partner with OpenAI and leave behind their Siri. This is also another AI thing. And we have seen a price increase in NVIDIA stocks. Last 30 days, I think it's around to more than 20%. But at the same time, I'm looking at AI token prices, and we have seen 20% drawback at the same period. So it used to be in line. Whenever NVIDIA price was increasing, we were seeing an increase in AI tokens as well, but it's not the same anymore. So we have seen an increase in NVIDIA, and it's almost like they are inversely correlated, as we have seen 20% drop in AI tokens. So it's because of the valuations. They were too big, and yeah, we have seen the bubble going actually. So other than that, I'm positive with Bitcoin. I'm going to show you another chart. During the last 30 days, 23 new companies have added Bitcoin to their balances for the first time. As you can see here, more institutions are buying, and retail is not back yet. People are not talking about crypto just yet, and we don't see the hype. It's I think we are going to see it soon. It's very near, as the smart money is already here and they are purchasing Bitcoin. Yeah, other than that, the last thing that I want to add is that, as I mentioned, we are going to get non-farm payrolls tomorrow from United States, and it's important, as we will have OMC meeting. If it is weaker than expected, it will benefit risky assets, as the traders think that July rate cuts with a higher probability. It will become a higher probability. Yeah. My computer is a little bit slow. I hope we didn't have any connectivity issues during the meeting video. Thank you for listening and hope to see you next week. Bye bye.